Latest information on Tesla vs BYD. November 29, 2022, Tuesday, North America. Recently, German car owner Hansjrg Gemmingen posted on a social platform that the cumulative mileage of his Tesla Model S has exceeded 1.7 million kilometers. Following the previous 1.5 million kilometers, he set a new record for the longest mileage of a Tesla car in the world. The owner said that the Model S P85 Plus he was driving was a second-hand car purchased in 2014 and had driven 30,000 kilometers when he bought it. In November 2019, the car's mileage reached 1 million kilometers. At the beginning of 2022, it drove another 500,000 kilometers, reaching 1.5 million kilometers. Previously, a number of media conducted real sampling surveys on Tesla owners. On average, the vehicle has driven 80,000 kilometers, and the effective battery capacity has remained above 95%, and 160,000 kilometers can guarantee 92% or even higher. According to data released by the Clean Technica website, global sales of new energy vehicles in the first 3 quarters of 2022 will reach 6.815 million units, accounting for 13% of the global auto market. According to data from the Passenger Federation, in September this year, the penetration rate of new energy passenger vehicles in China reached 31.8%, and the figure in October was 30.1%. It has exceeded 30% for 2 consecutive months. In the third quarter of 2022, the number of new energy vehicles in China will exceed 10 million, and the number of cars in China will be 307 million, which is about 1/30. From the perspective of replacing the current market, there is still a lot of room for new energy vehicles. At the same time, about 4.5 people in China own a car, and the per capita car ownership is not high. The entire auto industry has a lot of room for memory. Rough estimate of BYD's total production capacity. 1. Xi'an, 1.5 million vehicles, with a current daily output of 3,000 vehicles. The 4th phase of Xi'an is planned to be put into production in June 2023. After the 4th phase of Xi'an is put into production, the total production capacity of Xi'an will reach 1.5 million per year. 2. Zhengzhou, 6 phases have been planned, the factory area exceeds 15,000 mu, and the first vehicle is planned to roll off the assembly line in March 2023. The total production capacity of the 6th phase is 1 million vehicles. 3. Hefei. The Hefei base has reached full capacity and the annual output value is nearly 200 billion. After a calculation, the average price of a bicycle is more than 150,000 yuan. In other words, this base should mainly produce models in the 100,000 to 200,000 range. It is understood that the Hefei base mainly produces super hybrid DMI models. The first phase of Hefei, where the first vehicle rolled off the production line on June 30th, produced Qin Plus DMI and Song Pro DMI. It is expected that Destroyer 05, Frigate 05 and other models will be produced in the future. Production capacity of 1.32 million per year. 4. Shenzhen, Shinshan plus Pingshan base. BYD Shinshan base initially planned 600,000 vehicles, the future scale will exceed Hefei, 1.32 million vehicles, and is expected to reach 1.6 million vehicles, plus the current BYD Han in Pingshan. Shenzhen the production capacity is 350,000 per year, and the total production capacity is 1.95 million vehicles per year. 5. Changsha. Production of 6 major models including Destroyer 05, Qin Plus DMI, Tang, Denza, etc. The production capacity is 1 million per year. 6. Nanning, Nanning Lingli Industrial Park. in addition to the BYD 45 GWH battery project covering an area of 2,500 mu under construction, has recently planned an 11,700 mu complete vehicle and spare parts project, a total of 3 phases, which is expected to correspond to an annual production capacity of 1 million units. 7. Xiangyang, the total planned area is 20,000 mu. Based on the planned area of the previous $1 million basis, the annual production capacity is at least 1 million vehicles. 8. In the Changzhou base, 200,000 vehicles in the first phase have been put into production, 200,000 vehicles in the second phase are under construction, and the third phase is under planning, 200,000 vehicles expected. The 3 phases add up to 600,000 vehicles per year. 9. Jinan base, put into production at the end of the year, 300,000 vehicles per year. 10. Fuzhou base, 20 plus 15 vehicles, 350,000 vehicles per year. 11. Thailand, 150,000 vehicles per year. 12. Uzbekistan, 150,000 vehicles per year, an agreement has been signed. Total production capacity, 10.32 million vehicles. BYD's target for next year is 5 million vehicles. The above-mentioned bases have mass-produced in Xi'an, Changzhou, Fuzhou, and Changsha. Xi'an has reached a production capacity of 1 million per year. Changsha has a production capacity of nearly 1 million. Xiangyang is not sure, but according to the planned area, it will definitely not if it is less than 1 million. Even if the whole vehicle is not produced, parts will be produced, and the output value will not be low. 5. On November 22nd, at the 2022 General Motors Technology Outlook Day, General Motors interpreted the accelerated electrification of future automotive products. At the same time, GM announced that it will launch more than 15 electric models based on the Autoneng platform in the Chinese market by the end of 2025, and will launch a new software platform in 2023 to accelerate the promotion of electrification and networking in an all-round way. 6. Released the Photosynthetic Future Plan, and Dongfeng Fengxing Automobile Company announced that it would stop producing fuel vehicles within 5 years. 7. It is reported that Xiaomi's first engineering prototype vehicle has been rolled off the production line. The internal code is MS11. The vehicle is expected to be equipped with 800V technology and a 260 kilowatts electric bridge. It is expected to be officially mass-produced in January 2024. At the same time, the car factory is also scheduled to be officially completed by the end of this year. At Lei Jun's annual speech in 2022, Xiaomi founder Lei Jun introduced the latest progress of Xiaomi's car manufacturing. Xiaomi invested 3.3 billion yuan in research and development in the field of autonomous driving in the first phase, and has established a research and development team with a scale of over 500 people. By the end of this year, the overall size of the team is expected to exceed 600 people. At present, Xiaomi's autonomous driving technology has entered the testing stage. In the first phase, 140 test vehicles are planned, which will be tested nationwide one after another. The goal is to enter the industry's first camp in 2024. 8. Daimler Motors salary cut, half of the salary paid for the managers and 30% discount for ordinary employees. 9. According to South Korean media, Chung Eui-sun, chairman of Hyundai Motor, met with CATL CEO Xing Yuchuan earlier this month to discuss using the Chinese battery manufacturer's products on its models. 10. Recently, in the Chinese market, the discount of BMW i3 starts at 30%, and it can land at 260,000 to 270,000 yuan. In the new energy era, luxury brands have lost their ability to charge premiums. Buffett. The secret to accumulating wealth is to stick to what you can do. Nearly 99% of managers believe that if they excel in one area, they must also excel in others. In fact, they are like ducks in a pond. When it rains, the ducks float up as the pond rises, but the ducks think that it is themselves, not the flood, that are lifting them. So, they came to a place where it didn't rain, sat down on the ground, trying to float their bodies, and the result was predictable. Dr. Zhang's interpretation. Investing is the same as running a business. You must have a clear judgment on the general trend. When the major trend comes, it will be like a flood and unstoppable. You must sail with the current and move forward silently. The CEO of BYD once said, "Many people think that he is reckless and adventurous." He said that he is actually a very cautious person. Others think his risky decision is actually the result of his repeated research and weighing. Thank you for reading, supporting, and subscribing so that we can continue to make better programs.